Good morning, everybody. So your girl is a little hyped. I just came from my first loan closing. So I think I said this in the last video, but just in case I did not receive this signing through a signing agency. I received a direct call from the buyer of the transaction. They're actually buying a home in Connecticut, and they know the attorney, I guess, personally, so he wasn't even on the phone. We only had to call him one time, and that was because on the note, they wanted me to sign as a second witness, I guess, or as a witness. And the purchaser was saying, go ahead and stamp it because it said seal, but it said seal next to the purchaser's name, so it didn't make any sense. But I said, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to stamp on this page because I'm not signing as the notary on this page. And there's no verbiage. So I said, just to be sure, do you all want to go ahead and call? Like, I don't want to stamp and then ruin the entire transaction. So they called the attorney. The attorney said in 30 years, he's never understood why it said seal there. But he said, don't do anything with that page. Just sign it as the witness. So I did. And so then we moved through the rest of the documents. But let me tell y'all, this is the kicker. So this was such an easy loan closing because the purchaser, the buyers, the couple, they had already gone through the paperwork and marked it up for me. So everything that needed to be signed by them, by me, was already flagged. They did not receive the paperwork by email. The attorney FedExed it to them overnight. And so they're going to go FedEx it back now. I'm sure that is never the case. I think I got super lucky and I was in and out in 27 minutes. Like, that's crazy. It's 9:27 right now, and I'm already on my way back home. And they're only 3.5 miles from me, so I'm about to be home real quick. Or 3.7, I think, is the mileage. But all of this to say, I'm super hyped now. I'm like, I'm about to do another one. I'm going to take my time, though, because I know that me having such an easy experience with my first one, that probably means my second one is going to be a shit show. I'm not wishing that on myself, but that's just my general thought process. I feel like that's how life goes. So we were very careful going through. We were doing some conversation, and I think for me, like, people like talking to me. But there was one spot where I almost forgot to stamp. And so as we were getting ready to flip the page, the husband is like, don't you need to stamp that one? And I was like, oh shit, yes I do. So I stamped it. And so I just have to be like in like go mode. I have to be like focused, because especially because I was nervous. I don't think I acted nervous, and I knew what some of the documents were. So I think that helped build some trust in what I was doing. Like, when we got to the amortization schedule, he was like, I don't think we have to do anything with this. I was like, oh, that's your amortization schedule. I think you just have to sign on that last page. So I feel like sometimes it takes you seeing something not in a learning environment and in the real world to actually be able to speak on it and to feel comfortable with it. So all of this to say, I'm real hype right now. I am going to tell you all what I charged, and I know y'all about to come for me, and I know it. I know y'all are about to come for me, because I was kind of in a bind. When they asked me what the rate was, I asked them, did the paperwork specify a rate? Because my plan was to give them a receipt. That way everything matched. And they were like, no, it's fine. We can Zelle you. Like, whatever it is, we'll just send it to you. Actually, that's the wrong street. What am I doing? We'll Zelle it to you, or however you want. Check, cash, Zelle it. And I said, you can Zelle it. That's fine. That's like the easy way to do it. So I only charged $95, which I know. Brielle has already yelled at me via text message and said I should charge $150 or at least $125. But I just, and I know that, and I know you guys, but I don't know. I said 95 because I've spoken with someone before who said they charged 95. Now, in the future, I will say 125 probably, because I know it's going to go a lot slower, because I doubt I'll have clients like that ever again, who literally go through all the paperwork, flag it, and even know what they're signing. So I don't know, but I said 95, and I was out of the house for, I guess it'll probably be about 40 minutes. No, if you include my drive there, so maybe 45 minutes, 45, 50 minutes. I literally left the house 10 minutes before I was supposed to be there. I thought I was going to be late. But yeah, so that was my experience. It was fantastic. They had a friend there as a witness, and she asked, like, how do I get in touch with you? And the purchaser, the buyer, the wife in the situation, she was like, oh my God, she has the best name ever. It was so easy to find her. You guys, I named my business after my city. So let's say you're in Louisville. Just use Louisville. Louisville Notary Service. That is the kicker. So I've been sitting on that because I didn't know if my DBA was going to be approved, and but now that it is approved and filed, that's what you do. That is the kicker. That's the kicker. Name it something that's easy to find. Literally, if anyone searches for a notary in my area, I pop up. I'm like the first one. That's it. That's the secret. Okay? So, I will make a separate video on this. So pretty much I think I was absolutely so lucky this time around. It's a blessing. I made a quick 95 in less than 30 minutes of being in someone's house. I did wear a mask immediately, and I knew this was going to happen immediately. I'm now fully vaccinated, by the way. I'm now fully vaccinated. But immediately when I get to the door, she's like, oh my gosh, you can wear your mask or not wear your mask. Like, we're fully vaccinated. We've been vaccinated since the beginning. I guess because, I don't know, I think the guy said he's a professor of medicine or something, so I think he had to. She jumped on it because she's a teacher. She was like, we literally just hang out at each other's houses, but everybody says that. I did take my mask off at the end because they wanted to take a picture. So I said, okay, I'll take it off, like, towards the end. And they were just hilarious. They were funny. The wife is like, I always feel so bad walking around without my mask. I want to tell people that I'm not a Trumper. And I'm like, ma'am, it's okay. It's okay. Like, do what you're comfortable with. I just wear my mask all the time because I think I've said this before. My dad lives with me, and although he is now fully vaccinated, he has dementia, and so he's in a special category, and he is high risk for like everything, and I just want to be as safe as possible. That's it. That's all. It's nothing personal. Wear your mask, don't wear your mask. Do you, boo-boo, because I'm going to do me. And me includes wearing my mask. Although I did take it off for those few minutes for the picture. But, y'all, I'm hype. That's all I know, is I'm hype. Got paid. You know, I'm out here living my best life, doing loan signings and whatnot. So, I'm real hype. That's all. Real hype. I hope to get more calls like that. Because that was easy money. That was easy money. And I'm here for the easy money. Like, who's not? I ain't trying to struggle, y'all. I don't want to struggle through a loan signing. I don't want to struggle in life. So I'm hyped. I'm ready. Now I got to call my brother and tell him it is done. And tell him about my experience. Your girl is already back home. And this video is less than 10 minutes. So I made $95 in less than 30 minutes and was back home less than 10 minutes later. Ain't God good? Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday.